Hey there, today we're going to be looking at removing the EGR valve and cleaning it on a Mitsubishi Outlander. This one is a 2008 57 reg, and basically what happened was the EGR pipe blew off the EGR, so I thought, well, you know what, while I'm at it I might as well take it off, strip it down, clean it out, and then I thought I'd make a quick video just basically to show you where it lives, and how to take it off and how to clean it. So here we go. Now I've already taken the EGR off. For those of you who don't know, the EGR lives here. This is the EGR pipe. You see what happened, my pipe blew off and there's a rubber ring that goes around here, and that's missing, so we will be looking to replace that. Now the taking off procedure for this, it takes about 20 minutes. It's fiddly. I wouldn't say it's difficult, I'd say it's fiddly. Ideally what you need is a small ratchet. I've got a size 10 socket on there, and then I have my toolkit that holds a T30 Torx bolt. The EGR itself, which I've got over the side, basically comes off in two halves. As you look at it, you can quite clearly see there's two halves to it. So the first bit that you need to do is the EGR pipe itself has a bolt here, and if I can show you, a bolt the other side. You're going to remove those, unplug the EGR valve itself, which simply comes off, and undo this 10mm bolt which sits up here. Now to be fair, this is actually a Volkswagen engine, so this will work on Volkswagen Golfs, Audi A3s, A4s, and it's all the same process and all the same stuff. So as the EGR sits here, as I said, it's in two halves. You've got a bottom half and a top half. Ideally what you'd like to do is just take off the top half. Unfortunately you can't do that because you can't get to the bolts without undoing the bottom half. So with your T30 in your small socket set, there's three of them that hold the bottom part onto the top part. The one on the back left hand side, which is near the oil dipstick, is incredibly long as it goes through both parts. So here's my bolts up here. This one here is the one at the back. It's incredibly fiddly to get that out, so make sure you've got a cup of tea at hand. Give yourself a good 10 minutes to get that one out, because it will take you that long. How I did it was I took out the front one and the one to the right hand side first, and then I could move it slightly so I could get a better position with my socket, and that's how I did it. Once that bottom part comes off, you unclip the pipe. So the clip again is just here, so typical Volkswagen clip, you just simply pull that off and it will come off, and then you're free to get onto the two smaller bolts that live under here to take off the top part, which are these ones here. Again, all the bolts are T30s, so if you've got a T30 screwdriver, I don't think you'll get it in there. I say the way to do it is with a short socket and one of these, and quite simply what you do is slide that, whoops, sorry, I find this a bit tricky, slide that into there like that, and then you have yourself a pretty good tool for undoing and doing up again. So the EGR itself is over here. I've got this ready for cleaning. So here is the bottom part. So this basically is fairly mucky inside. It's not too terrible, but you see the outside of it's bad, and also around here is bad. When you take these apart, it's a good idea. So this rubber ring here, obviously that will need a new one in there before it goes back, and then this is the top part. So this is the valve itself. You see this is pretty grim. You can also see that this rubber ring here will also be changed, and everything will get a good clean up. So what do we use to clean it up? Quite simply, teaspoon, brake cleaner, a big bowl of soapy water, and some sandpaper. With your teaspoon, quite clearly, just get in there and start scraping that off, and you can see it literally comes off in mounds. And then once it's relatively clean, use your brake cleaner and start getting some of that in there too. Now this whole thing will be shiny silver when it's done, so that's what it should look like. And then putting it back together is quite simply, oh sorry, the washing up water, obviously don't put the electronic part into the water, that will be bad. And the sandpaper I use on the exhaust side itself, so on where that pipe fits, to give that a clean surface. There is a gasket that goes in there, but it's nice to have some tight seals, and then putting it back together will be the same in reverse. So your top part will go in first, then your bottom part, connect up this pipe, and then put this pipe back in, and you'll all be sorted. Okay, I hope that helps.